Big focus this hour, 6 years after it snapped its ties with the National Democratic Alliance, the TDP, that is the Telugu Desam Party, has now returned to the BJP's fold for the 2024 general elections. This marks a potential change in fortunes for the embattled former Andhra Pradesh CM Chandrababu Naidu and a potential headache in the making for incumbent CM Jagan Reddy. While Jagan's YSRCP has been aligned with the BJP thus far, not formally, but has enjoyed good ties. Jagan, though, has refused to formally commit to the NDA, which has resulted in the BJP seeking alternative pastures in their pursuit of a historic mandate. Well, remember, of course, this alliance also will include Pawan Kalyan's Jana Sena, which is also in alliance with the TDP in Andhra Pradesh. Joining us at this point is a special guest. We have with us Deepak Reddy, leader of the TDP, joining us. Deepak Reddy, it's of course official now. The alliance has been sealed. What do you believe has led to this alliance, and what will be its impact on the upcoming Lok Sabha and Andhra Pradesh assembly polls?
A very good evening to everybody. The situation in Andhra Pradesh and the national scene, we have to look at both of these together to understand the alliance. We are extremely happy that the announcement has been made. The reasons are Andhra Pradesh under Jagan Reddy, we feel, has gone back by 20 years. The basic rights of the people are also not honored economically and politically. Even institutions which have been functioning for the last 75 years have been made irrelevant in Andhra Pradesh. And another aspect, if you look at it on the national front, we see a wave for Modi ji. And our President Chandrababu Naidu ji and Modi ji's vision are pretty much the same. The 2047 vision, what Modi ji has for India and what Chandrababu Naidu ji is talking for the last 1 year are pretty much on the same lines. And the development aspect is another one. Chandrababu Naidu ji is one of the strongest advocates for development. So there is a perfect match in the vision of both the leaders. So we are extremely happy that this is in the right direction, and we can definitely see the winds of change in Andhra Pradesh. Jagan Reddy is now going down the drain. The way he's failed miserably in the last 5 years, people are totally vexed with him. So this is going to be a new beginning for the state of Andhra Pradesh, and we also want to be part of Modi ji's national vision. So we're very enthusiastic about this.
And we believe finally seat sharing negotiations have concluded with seats allocated for the Jana Sena and BJP in equitable number.
The totals have been fixed, but the exact constituencies have not been narrowed down. It would take another 2 days because the BJP state leaders also have to participate in those meetings. As of now, tentatively, we are looking at around 30 seats for BJP and Jana Sena in the assembly elections and about 8 parliament seats for both of them together. This is the tentative discussion which took place. But the exact which constituency, it would definitely take some more time to finalize.
Yes. Now, as far as, of course, issues go, what do you believe is going to be the biggest issue in the upcoming Lok Sabha and assembly polls? What are going to be the issues you will raise? Do you believe there will be sympathy because of the action taken against Chandrababu Naidu, or will those cases work against him?
That's an excellent question you have raised. The rest of India doesn't know what is going on in Andhra Pradesh. The 4 institutions of a democracy have been destroyed in Andhra. First thing is they attacked the press by getting in Geo, and a lot of the press people are even afraid in the state to even talk against the government. The second is the bureaucracy. Even a chief secretary has been thrown out. The DGP has been thrown out if they don't listen to them. And they've actually been transferred to an RDO post from a chief secretary. So the government mechanism is like totally scared. And they are like submitted to Jagan. The third, the court system which was coming for the rescue, they started attacking the courts also, abusing the judges in social media. And the only thing which is left is the legislature. In the Legislative Council, when we have opposed the government, they have threatened to disband the Legislative Council. And the Legislative Assembly is turned out to be nothing but a place where they praise the Chief Minister. So all the four important institutions of a democracy have been made irrelevant in Andhra Pradesh. So if somebody has an issue, they don't know where to go. And people are really suffering. And most of the businessmen also have ran away from the state. After the government came in, they started attacking the business houses for whatever their commissions or whatever. So more than 1.8 lakh crores of business people who have committed to invest have ran away, seeing Jagan Reddy's attitude. There's been widespread corruption. So in short, people are totally fed up. And, the rest of India doesn't know what is going on. If they come to know what is going on in Andhra Pradesh, they'll be shocked that, things have become so bad that probably it's worse than some of the banana republics or African countries where there is no law at all. This is the situation. So people are fed up, and we can see every major leader in our party has been arrested on some pretext or the other. Right down to the village level, our leaders have been arrested. Multiple cases put against our leaders. So this is the ground reality. Okay. And definitely now the winds of change are coming in Andhra Pradesh, and YSRCP is a sinking ship. Positively, we can say that.
All right. Appreciate you joining us, Deepak Reddy of the TDP, with your perspective on that big story. Let's also get in a perspective, though, now from the YSRCP. We have Sajala Ramakrishna Reddy, advisor, Andhra Pradesh government and YSRCP leader, joining us live. Mr. Reddy, welcome to NewsX. Thank you so much for being with us today. We have seen a major announcement with the TDP and BJP and Jana Sena alliance being finalized. Do you believe this is going to hurt the YSRCP's prospects?
Instead of hurting, it strengthens our, further strengthens our position here. Because whatever he is trying, Chandrababu Naidu, now, that shows his desperation. Because he should answer first. 2014, they went together, and later in 2017, he came out and started making wild allegations against these leaders, how he talked about negatively about Modi, and including personal accusations, and also Amit Shah, and about that party. And again now he is desperately waiting in Delhi for their appointment and for their interview to get them also on board with him, and trying to have alliance with everybody, and indirectly this time even with Congress also. On the one hand, officially he is trying with the BJP, already securing Pawan Kalyan's this one. And now, on the other hand, indirectly, he is encouraging Congress also. So, with this one, what it shows is more of his desperation to the people, and of the strength with which we are going to facing the election, coming into the polls, that people also are realizing very much. So, it shows our strength, how strong we are, and it shows Chandrababu Naidu's weakness.
Right, Mr. Reddy, we've also seen Jagan Reddy and YSRCP keep an issue-based approach with the Modi government's policies. Will that remain the same if TDP and BJP announce an alliance?
See, our son is not party to party. Whatever our stand, whatever our Honorable Chief Minister Jana Reddy has been following for the last almost 5 years. Because we are in government, they are in center. And center and state, if the relation is more harmonious, and the state will benefit. If we start quarreling with the center, the state, we will be at losing this one, because we depend, ultimately states depend more on centers this one. So for the purpose of safeguarding the interest of state and people, 5 crore people, here our government is following some what you call trying to have that harmonious relationship with the government, not with the BJP as such, because that is a national party. We are a regional party. We have our own policies. We are independent as far as policies are concerned. And if it suits whatever they are doing, because with national priorities, with national perspective, some policies which we may not be able to influence or which is not our foray, not our area of our operation, those policies certainly we will not have any opinion, because it's not here. We are not here to express our opinions. We are here to protect the state, safeguard the state's interests, and develop the state, and see that the state benefits the best from every opportunity that is available. So when that priority, that decides our policies, that dictates our policies, so long that is there, we maintain harmonious relation with center. But party to party, we are different. This one, we have our own priorities.
All right. What has been Jagan Mohan Reddy's biggest achievement, in your opinion, in the past 5 years?
If you have been seeing whatever is happening, this is the first government, not here, in the entire country, which can proudly showcase so much of development through welfare. It is not welfare on the one hand, development on the other hand. It is development through welfare, and also the what you call decentralization of governance, transparency in governance, and government that really in true sense at doorsteps of the people, that to poor people, and efficient administrative policies, administration, and no pilferage or scope for corruption, no discrimination, because we have set up, taken decentralization to that level. As you might have observed, we have now for every 2001 secretariat is there, and they are taking care of that, whatever the population that comes under that secretariat. And the entire administration, it's like a minuscule of state secretariat, it's at the village level itself. And most importantly, the DBT, direct beneficiary transfer, whatever we are giving, we have transferred in the last 5 years 2,60,000 crores with the same more or less welfare budgets, with our 100% foolproof mechanism of delivering or sending to the whoever is the beneficiary. We have cut everything, the delays or corruption or inefficiency, everything, and people are getting the best of services from the government. It is the first this one, and also health, education. Everybody is coming here, whoever comes from outside, they are praising and trying to emulate what we are doing here. That itself shows the success. With taking into account the COVID situation for 2 years, it's only 2.5 years, whatever we achieved, we could do that. It's because of our leaders, what you call dedication and honesty and what you call that perseverance. We did all these things. That's what I feel.
Yes. Do you believe that though the leaders who are leaving your party, the turncoats from the YSRCP, will help TDP's prospects in the upcoming elections?
They are what you call, we have rejected. It's a rejected this one. They are not. If they are strong and they are capable of winning or giving a strong fight, why would we change them or deny a ticket to them? All those, most of them, 99%, they are the people. So it doesn't make any. It shows their helplessness, TDPs, and lack of leaders there. So they are trying to get some leaders from ours and forth there. So that is that shows their weakness, Chandrababu's weakness.
What about Y.S. Sharmila's addition for the Congress party? Mr. Reddy, do you believe that has strengthened their prospects for the 2024 polls?
Last elections, 19, Congress got less than Nota votes. I think it's 1.28% Nota votes. I mean, whatever the provision that was given by EC. And Congress got 1.17% of votes. And how can a party which is, it's like a dead body here, it doesn't have any existence here, that will revive with one individual's this one. Whatever that party is now doing is what is echoing what Chandrababu wants to say. It has become one of the minor player in Chandrababu's orchestra, and that's what we are hearing. What Chandrababu says, next day they will echo the same thing.
Okay. And do you believe that the Vision Vishaka document will transform Vizag? Do you believe that it could be a game changer? Do you have a strong vision for the city?
That will act as a growth driver. Our leader has already has been telling for long. Even while selecting that also for executive capital, our very intention was that. And now also, because that scope is there, any state should have that economic growth driver. Every state should have one. So we have one without even being capital also. It is ranking one among the prospective future cities in India as such. So adding like entire administration sitting there or shifting executive capital there, that will add a boost to it. And it has a potential to grow fast. And with that, whatever the stretch of 6-lane road up to Bhogapuram International Airport, and it's like it will become one of the real international cities.
All right, Mr. Reddy, let's leave it at that. My thanks to you for joining us with your perspective on this big story. Let me also quickly rope in Raghavendra Reddy, political observer, onto the discussion. We also have Radlakshmi Joshi, political analyst, joining us live. Nikhil Jain, political analyst, is also live with us on the broadcast. A big move today, finally being sealed. What will be the implications and the ramifications of this alliance, Radlakshmi, in your opinion, on the upcoming Lok Sabha polls and the assembly polls in Andhra?
Good evening, Uday. You can see that the BJP probably is not actually looking for just creating, their own government, just getting into their own government, but then this huge goal that they have set for themselves, that was that of 400 plus for the entire alliance and of 370 plus for themselves. I think that this, they're moving towards it by adding more and more allies. And you can see that there are all these allies, which some of them were a part of the India alliance, and now they are all moving towards the NDA. And also these parties who once were a part of the NDA and who had moved out, and now again they're coming back to the fold. So, now in Andhra Pradesh, it's a very strange situation, according to me, because, in a sense, the BJP does seem to have lost a little hold over the last couple of elections, because, in 1998, if you see in the Lok Sabha elections, the BJP had done pretty well, better than most other elections. But then after that, somehow, in the last couple of elections, they don't seem to have done very well. But now this time around, they seem to be actually a little more charged up, and probably they are also trying to make inroads, and that is why they're trying to make a little more efforts towards creating their own organization. But at the same time, right now, since they have this huge goal in mind, they also want to join up with the allies. Like similarly, as in Tamil Nadu, they're probably looking at an alliance with the AIADMK. Similarly, here, they seem to have set up this goal in mind, and that is why, from that point of view, they are joining hands with the TDP and with Jagan, with Pawan Kalyan. So, this thing about how actually YSRCP has not really opposed the BJP in a major way in any of, say maybe the Rajya Sabha elections or any of the major decisions of the center. But even then, probably the only reason why the BJP has now chosen to go with the TDP is because the YSRCP faces a lot of anti-incumbency, apart from a lot of corruption charges, and also there are some accusations of them playing a very huge appeasement politics in terms of, say maybe, there's a lot of conversion charges. So all those kind of things combined, the local cadre of the BJP is more aligned towards the TDP, and that is why I think that they are actually looking at a very formidable force against the YSRCP here. So even though Jagan Reddy actually did not have a lot of differences per se with the BJP leadership, even then, today they are actually, the BJP is looking at giving them a strong opposition with tying hands with the TDP and the with Mr. Pawan Kalyan. So that is why I think that they are actually just moving from strength to strength, adding on more and more allies by looking at this goal of 400 plus. So this is no longer about 272 plus. This is about 400 plus. So this is something that is, in Andhra Pradesh, probably they have a lot of options in front of them, and at the same time, they want to make sure that they are going in for the right choice. And again, now if you look at the how the other parties are performing also, you can see that even especially when you look at the Congress, I can see that there is this huge decline. Now the Congress being in power in Andhra Pradesh for such a long time, and even look at how their prospects have dwindled and dwindled, and even now there was this huge problem in the leadership also, and even now YS Sharmila, who is now the current in charge of the Congress in Andhra Pradesh, she actually was in two minds. She was earlier in the Telangana, and now she has suddenly come to Andhra Pradesh. So there is this. I don't see a lot of firmness in what the Congress is doing in Andhra Pradesh. So I think that the BJP definitely is very clear about what they're doing. So, like in the way they have announced the list of candidates also, they are very firm about what exactly they have in mind. So this thing about 400 plus, I think they had in mind looking into keeping in consideration all these alliance partners. So they definitely have a lot of clarity about the roadmap towards this election. And I think that they definitely have a lot more prospects than the India Alliance, which still seems to be fumbling, and which seems a lot uncertain and unsure about what the seat sharing is going to be, and who exactly is going to lead, and what exactly is going to be. Because now, right now in Andhra Pradesh, there is also the assembly elections along with the Lok Sabha elections. So that is again a double kind of a war there in Andhra Pradesh. So that actually is going to be extremely difficult for anybody who is still unsure about what their seat sharing is going to be. So I think, Uday, that definitely the BJP is going from strength to strength, and definitely the opposition needs to pull up its strategies and make sure that they are actually taking some strategies and taking it very seriously from now on.
Absolutely. Let me get a response though from Nikhil Jain. Nikhil Jain, do we have Raghavendra Reddy with us as well? Raghavendra Reddy, have you joined us? Okay, I think we're having some trouble with this connection. Nikhil Jain, why don't you respond on, of course, the points that Radhakshmi has raised, and in your opinion, is this a game changer, this alliance, or will it have no impact on the upcoming polls?
I don't think it would have any substantial impact, because the proof of the pudding is in the numbers. The BJP in 2019 Lok Sabha elections in Andhra got only 0 out of 25 seats, 1% vote share, 0 out of 175 seats in the assembly, 0.8% vote share. So the BJP coming together with any party, had it been the YSR or now with the TDP, is not going to have any substantial impacts. Of course, yes, it does show the kind of hypocrisy of the BJP and also of the TDP, because in 2019, Narendra Modi went to rallies and made speeches against Mr. Naidu, saying he is robbing the people of Andhra Pradesh. At the same time, Chandrababu Naidu was calling Narendra Modi a terrorist. He was straight away calling Narendra Modi a terrorist. And somehow today, very conveniently, Mr. Gunapati from Mr. Naidu's party says that our vision aligns with the vision of the Prime Minister, the vision of 2047. I'm not sure what the vision of 2047 is beyond mere political rhetoric, the Viksit Bharat name and this and that. So the fact of the matter is, there is no vision, there is no actual alliance on ideological or issue-based terms. It is merely an alliance of political convenience for a party whose political fortunes, are strongly dwindling. The TDP had 3 out of 25 seats in Lok Sabha. Currently has 23 out of 175 seats in the assembly. The TDP is the party that is headed to a similar fate as the JDU, and the best place for such parties and such leaders to go is at the doorstep of the BJP for their political convenience, so that you don't have to face raids from the ED, from the CBI. You are kept happy, your MLAs are kept happy, the private jets keep on flying. And that is what this alliance is all about. It has nothing to do with ideology, nothing to do with issues. It is just mere political convenience that is not really even going to translate into numbers. Yes, of course, it does give a talking point to the BJP that, see, we have gotten on board such a senior leader, without actually ever mentioning that that senior leader does not hold the same political clout as he once did, or his party does not hold the same clout as it once did. So it's just optics, and I don't see any substance at all. One thing, although, for my friends in the TDP, they should look at what the BJP did to the JDU in Bihar the previous time around, what they did to SAD, what they did to Shiv Sena, what they did to Ajit Pawar and all the other people. BJP is a party that gets people, other parties in alliance, and then eats them like a termite to eventually leave them with no political clout of their own. So if Mr. Naidu wants to head to a similar fate, then that is a decision that he has.
Well, thanks to our guests for joining us on this discussion.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.